disconnected.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Woodzman Dual Sport Adventures. Hope everybody's having a good week. It's been a nice week. We've had a little rain, but rain stopped now. There may be more on the way, but has been beautiful. Just out for a little ride out in the forest on the trails, and so thought I'd get on here and moto vlog a little bit. I got a lot more videos coming up here before long. I still got a lot I got to post. Been pretty busy, but we'll get them up and going here pretty soon. Had a camping trip, so got back from it and get everything settled back in. You know how that is, and get back home. So now just get everything back to the normal, where I can start working on my videos again. And I tell you, these logs out here, when it's wet, the ground is wet, you got to be really careful when they're at an angle. What I always try to do is, the back tire ain't such a big deal. It can go a little sideways on you, but I try to bring the front tire off the ground just a little bit, at least lighten it up where you're actually just tapping the top of the log. It's not near as bad that way. Because a lot of times if they're wet, and especially if your tires are slick, you'll hit that log and it'll wash your front end out and you can go down pretty hard. So I always want to be careful with that. I fixing to go down a pretty big hills here, so like this log here, we'll just stay over this side of it so we can drop off right there. That's not so bad. But try to stay out of the ruts. I don't like to have to get in the ruts, but there's a time where when you're going down or up a hill that the rut is the best place to be. It just depends on the circumstance. Sometimes you can get in the ruts and there'll be a big hole and washed out, and your nose will drop off in there, and you can endo the bike actually from it. Hear my fan kick on, riding a little slow out here in the woods. There's not much air steering, so the CRF250L is water cooled, and it has a electric fan with a thermostat. So as soon as it warms up to the right temperature, the fan comes on, which is a pretty cool feature. There, the fan shut off. You gotta watch these slick leaves. Right now the tires I have on is stock on the front, and it's a Shinko 700 series on the rear. And on the Shinko, boy, I'm telling you, on wet leaves or mud, it's slick. You got to be careful. To see this side, I'm going to stay up here. The hill's bigger than it looks on the video, I'm sure. I'm staying on the left side and staying out of the rut. If it actually got too steep or too slick, I might get off in the rut and just kind of ease down through the rut. You're not going to really go off track if you're in the rut. You're going to like down through here. You would actually stay in that rut if you was in it. But you could come up to a spot like this right here where it's been all tore up big time, and nose off in a hole. Or right this one like this right here. Come off and jump your front tire in a hole like that and go over the bars. So the best thing to do is go slow, and I'm just dragging my rear brake lightly. I use my front brake a lot more than my rear. A lot of people are scared to use their front brake, afraid they're going to endo from it. That's pretty rare on a motorcycle, unless you're trying to. Now see, this is a slick spot, so I'm going to kind of go between these little rocks right here. I don't know if you can see that. Right off of it right there. And this one I have no choice but to drop off of this little ledge. Just like that. Whoa. That rock made that's why I'm over on this side, because the rock made the rear of my bike, it was slick, made the rear of my bike go sideways. There we go. Now this log, I can actually just go around it. Oh, try to go around it and look what happens. Back tire caught it and the log rolled. Now the next person comes up there is going to hit that log and yeah, now I'm spinning. There. Get over that. But I don't want to go too crazy down through here with these tires on. I'll end up on the ground. But boy, this stuff is slick. You can see here in this tracks, it's mud. I'm actually sinking in the mud. You can hear the bike bogging down right there. But I'm going to start here for long, I hope, some riding tips, kind of like I'm doing now. Do a riding tip series. I'm going to show some log hopping and mud riding, some ledge rock climbing, stuff like that. So, listen here, see that log right there? This is the worst kind to get you in trouble. If you can go around it, just go around it. I play around it a lot of times and go over it, but that dude with no bark on it, it's slick as can be, it's wet, and your tires are already, if you see my tires are covered in mud. Well, they're slick as can be, and you hit that log, and your front tire just going to go sideways, and you're going to be on the ground. So, some of these spots, you're better off to not try that stuff. Now, these rocks right here, yeah, oh yeah, I knew that was going to be slick. My back end went sideways because that rock was. Try to stay on the downside of it where you're on the dirt and not on the rocks. I had no choice there. You got to go over it, but just throttle control. Throttle control. See, now I'm about stuck in the mud here. It's sinking down so bad. Crazy. Going to have to get some good tires on this thing, because them tires ain't worth a hoot. I think I might go this way right here. Been a lot of horses going through there. See all the horse tracks. This old trail here don't get much use. Boy, them logs are slick, I'm telling you, people. The leaves are wet. But that's just a few tips down through that little spot. We're definitely going to do a lot more later. We'll go through this here. If I can break this brush out of my way. Yeah, I'm going to have to duck low right here. Try not to just bonsai through everything. I've done that over the years, but really it's kind of stupid. Take your time, take care of your bike. Pick a trail. If there's nobody in front of you that's good at picking trails, you know, take your time. Now, loose gravel here. Best way to do this, I try to keep the front end a little bit light so it don't sink. Keep the weight on the rear. And we made it. Oh, that was good. But, awesome. Now I just got to get up this road here, sling all the mud off my tires. Crazy how much mud has balled up on my tires. Probably you may have slung some of it off right there. We'll see. Yeah, it's got a lot in there. Got some weeds on it. But get off there and head back to the house. Thank you all for watching Woodzman Dual Sport Adventures. I'll be back with more riding tips for woods riding, ledge rock riding, some log hopping. We got all kinds of stuff coming up. Thank you all for watching. Please click the thumbs up on the video. Don't forget that. Click subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And I will catch y'all in the next video.